Sweet, sweet baby dolls, I'm going to share with you some information about the biggest PulseX wallet from RectumRishel. Now, I want you to know, this video is not anti-Rectum. This is not meant to put anybody down. By the way, he's got like $50 million plus, so you know what I mean. Anyway, you don't feel sorry for these people, but I'm not going to put anybody down. I'm not meant to, this is not for biting or fighting or anything. I'm here to share with you the game. And I also want to remind you, before I show you this information, remember, every single crypto cycle, every single asset cycle has people who come in and people who leave. There are cycles. The greater fool Ponzi keeps going. Bitcoin is the best greater fool Ponzi we've ever made. The stock market was the best before it. Another greater fool Ponzi is, of course, real estate. Why are they greater fool Ponzis? Well, whenever their asset prices go down and they're meant to destroy everybody and reprice lower to let people buy cheap, before that happens, in the stock market, they give you capitulation, and instead of letting everybody enter depression, they start to print money. Now, just remember, this is the Dow Jones in the Great Depression. We could not print money. We were on a gold standard. Do you understand? So we went sideways for 10,000 days-ish. It was like, whatever. It was like 17 years, whatever it was, okay? But now we don't have that. We fast forward to today, what happens? Every time there is some sort of capitulation, before we can enter the depression, anxiety, depression, all that sad part, before we can enter that, they go, uh-oh, we're going to print money again. Every time that happens. Okay, this is what happened also in the tech bubble burst. This is Dow Jones chart, by the way. Tech bubble burst, oh no, print money. GFC, oh no, print money. Do you understand it? That's why the stock market always V-bottoms, every time. That's the system we live in. Now, everybody is, even in this system, they are exit liquidity. So what I'm about to show you with RectumRishel, it's the same thing going on. But I'm here to teach you. So recently we saw RectumRishel's wallet, it dumped over 35 billion PulseX. But I want to remind you as well, please, put down the forks, put down the spoons. Okay, I just got to remind you, he's pooled with other people. So there were 63 people in PulseX. He's pooled with 32 people in PulseChain, PLS. So let's continue. So it is the biggest number one wallet. Sacrificed a total of like $48 million or whatever it was. It was, an enormous amount. Okay, so he is pooled with people, but once again, just don't worry about any of these things going down. Okay, so here's the chart and here's what's going on. So it does suck like, oh, well, you've been going down. Now, people ask me, someone was actually confused in the comment section saying, oh, it's decentralized. They're allowed to sell. Yes, they're allowed to sell. I'm also allowed to show you information they said at the past where they told everybody to hold. And then I'm also allowed to show you them dumping on you. You understand that? It's a free world. They're allowed to do what they want. I'm allowed to inform you for free as well. That's why you like, subscribe, press the belly button, or you shock the algorithm. Family-friendly show. Share with your friends and family. Okay. So this little candle here was him dumping. So it's not even the biggest damage. You know, the corrupt SEC was the biggest damage, but also there were other instances as well. So remember, it's not here to target. Just to tell you, this happens all the time. It happens everywhere. You know, this even happened with Bitcoin maxis. Their wallets were leaked in the Celsius database. We looked up some of their wallets. They owned Ethereum. They were selling Bitcoin on the way down. They paper-handed. The same people who said on Twitter, I will never sell my Bitcoin before $1 million. Those same people were dumping. Those same people also had Ethereum in their wallet. People who called Ethereum a scam. You see, their words and their actions were two different things. I also want to remind you, back in June, Rectum dumped. I mentioned it in his Telegram channel, and then the admins banned me. We have proof here as well. Okay, so this is from June. Look, my message back then is still true today. I said, look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether he dumped or he didn't. It doesn't really matter. Look at this. there's still a lot of people in the top 100 wallets with big amounts who can crush Pulse, PulseX, eHex, pHex, doesn't matter who it is, not just one person. Every single asset is the same. Remember, how many times have I told you? If more than 1 in 20 people leave, there's not enough liquidity and it just collapses. But guess what? Assets still keep going up. Why? Because there's so much currency floating around the world. They keep printing money. People keep working. People get in these fear and greed cycles. We want to participate. We want to speculate around the future. We allocate those currency units in pockets around the world. We don't want to hold those currency units forever. And there's not enough doors to let everyone in on the way up. That's why I'm here to tell you, don't believe anyone, just protect yourself, and you have to remain skeptical. In that same post, I went back. This was Coin Pamper, friend of the channel. One of these posts was very funny reading it. It's from June. I mentioned I was in Rackham Telegram. All the admins were saying that so your friend Somi, is a liar and it's not true. He's not dumping. Later, they then said it's his personal decision and it's his money and he can do what he wants with it. And then Coin Pamper said, I commented a few hours ago it was a lie. Now it's a personal decision. Then they banned me. So look, everybody's free to do what they do. So you're probably wondering like, okay, so one person said something, like what's going on, guys? Well, this is what's going on. You're now going to listen to the audio clip, okay? Now I want to warn you, there is some feedback here, okay? So feedback, I've played this on the channel many months ago. We're going to listen to it again. There is feedback. I'm going to put it on a bit faster as well. So there is this echo thing. It's not me. It's the annoying feedback, okay? So listen to this. Let's go.
Listen, if you're listening to my voice, I can say that in a very polite way. I can say that in a polite way. I choose not to.
Tell it straight. Tell it straight.
Tell it straight.
I'm sorry, but that's the reality. And I hope it spurns you, and I hope it pisses you off, and I hope you look at me going, excuse me.
Is that because people will just sell too early?
You got it. None of you is going to be wealthy, not one of you, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? And if that upsets you, and now you're hearing the real me.
So just pause it momentarily. He says, not all of you are going to make it. Why? Because you're going to sell too early. You're not going to be able to hold and you're not going to make it. And I want to emotionally rile you up. So this is like a type of G-up of everyone. But I want to let everyone know the context. The prices were much higher. So it's not like he's potentially being nefarious. But I just want to let you know this is what people do in the crowds when there's green candles. This is what happens. So let's continue now.
That's good. I want you to get pissy and I want you to get upset where you go, I'll show you, and I'm going to go, thank you. Please do. I hope every one of you will wait a minimum of 1 to 2 years, please. Because you're not exit liquidity. If you will do that, you guys are going to be, you're going to be freaking stoked, man. You guys are going to, oh my gosh, just don't sell early. Go back and get a second job. I don't care what you got to freaking do. I promise you, I will, man, because you guys are going to know which wallets are, mine are all being broken up by the law firm and they're going to do their job. But I guarantee you, some of you are going to watch all those wallets and that's fine. Do what you want. But I guarantee you're going to see them holding how much you want to bet.
Wow. I mean, like that last part really took it home. He goes, you know, you can watch my wallets, man. I'm holding, baby. You got to help. Just don't sell. What did he immediately do? Immediately on launch, when it got in profit, he dumped 5 million. And today he's just sold 38 billion PulseX. He's selling it at a big loss for this part as well. So this is just parts of information that you got to know, okay? Now, if you were to talk to him, he'll probably say, oh, that was Richard before the corrupt SEC. Oh, that was Richard before he lied. Oh, that was before. So that's exactly... that was funny. Fun doing that. So Mr. Rectum, he would probably say that. And that's a fair point. So when people talk, you got to think of one thing, okay? Their feelings could be genuine. Yes, they could be genuine. But I want you to know something. They don't know the future. So whenever you speak to any single person, whenever you hear their voice, they're saying, oh, I'm bullish, I'm bearish, but they don't know the future. Ever. All right? That's why you always hear people saying, anything can happen, man. Literally, anything can happen. Yes. So these people being super euphoric at the top and saying, oh, you're not going to make it because you're not going to sell. Yeah. He doesn't know the future. And look what happens. Bang, he's getting out selling. So it's super important to think about this. Now, we don't know specifically if it's him selling or someone in the law firm or whatever, but there are rumors that he piled in with some rich Saudis, and in 2022, he was getting a bit antsy with Richard. He's starting to get a bit, I think, aggressive. I forgot the context, but I just remember there being friction because he wanted things to launch and the rich Saudis were on his neck. So I had these problems coming up. And obviously, Richard never caved. So that's what you want, friends. Like, it's not about having a perfect founder or leader. It's about how they make decisions. Richard didn't go like, no, I'm not launching it for your freaking trashy Saudi friends, man. Go F yourselves. Suck a fat one. That's I want to be behind someone like that. Like, they're not caving in just for like, oh, I've got some friends. I promise them there's going to be PulseChain. You know what I mean? People who cave to these decisions, they're not going to make effective leaders over time. And don't forget, that personality trait permeates through all of PulseChain, Hex, and PulseX community members, all right? So, once again, I've got to let you know, okay, so this is funny. Some people are defending him. Like, dude, just calm down. You're still working your job. This dude's got $50 million plus from dumping Hex on you, okay, and contributing to you getting crushed. So stop. I don't want to see you guys defend these like rich people. Too many people suck off these rich people going, oh, wow, they just have so much money. Wow, let's just congregate around them. You're literally a soy boy little cuck. Okay, these people are literally nothing. They eat the same food. They breathe the same air. They have working hearts, working lungs. They have probably normal-sized brains. You get the point. Everyone's got a soul. We're all human. So stop worshipping these people just because they have a lot of money. You're literally a little cuck if you do that. There's literally no difference between them, okay? Put us on an island, give us a little coconut tree, and we'll see how much your money matters there, okay? So don't forget, you're still working your job. These people aren't, okay? Your goal is to ride with someone like me. Why? We're outsiders, okay? We are not inside the club, all right? Who's people inside the club? The people who are dumping, the people who cashed out, they're now in the club. Why? They've earned a ticket to the club. Okay, one day you want to be in the club. Maybe we never all make it to the club in the way we think we do. Okay, just because you can see with Metcalfe's law, the people has gone parabolic as well. Like maybe in the first round, we're able to say 10x the user base. What about in the next round? You won't be able to 10x it again. They keep diminishing over time. Maybe it's only a 3x. So that's why in the stock market Ponzi, they can't get more people in. There are baby boomers dying and there are new people entering, but it's less people. So what do they have to do? They have to immigrate people. They have to literally fly people in from other countries. They go, hey, come in and work, start a new family. And guess what? That's still not enough. They have to print currency. You see that? They do immigration and they print currency. And then that combination of combined, they're like, okay, now the greater fool Ponzi can continue again. We've kicked the can down the road. Me and you don't have that luxury, but also we have enormous upside if it works. So don't forget, what people say and what people do are two different things. That's why how many times I tell you, friends, the biggest winners in this game, they are long-term buyers and holders. All these people who are selling you indicators and day trading trash and all these, yeah, there's between what? 25 to 50 of them doing well, but how many dead bodies? Literally millions of dead bodies. Okay, all these YouTube influencers, oh, trade, yeah, come trade. You're getting crushed, man. Where's the evidence? Show me this. Show me on the chain where you made all your money. They don't have it. Okay, it's only the top 25 to 50 people. Everyone else, wrecked. Now we can go look on chain. There is 10 million plus Bitcoin holders. There's 10 million plus Ethereum holders. There's all these altcoins. There's hundreds of thousands of people everywhere. Hundreds of thousands. Remember, in this day trading trash world, there's only like 50 people who you can point to and go, wow, it was worth you ignoring buying hold for 10 years. But the game isn't so easy all the time. So remember, it is all a game of speculation. And part of that speculation includes psyops and fluff talk. We will always remain skeptical. Remember, it's been over 2 years of down. Hopefully, it changes for the better in the future. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, and all friends. I will catch you in the next one.